welcome back to Crafts by KMW. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up to like the video. It really helps me out. And if you're not subscribed already, I invite you to subscribe. You can get access to all of my previous videos, as well as notification of when I load new ones like this one. Thanks to all my current subscribers. You are so important to me and so appreciated, and I hope you are enjoying the channel. This channel is for you, so thank you so much. So today's video is another flip through of a brand new book I just got, The Best of the Beauty of Horror series by Alan Robert. So this is a best of book that includes pictures from his first 6 books in his series. Now I have 5 of those books. I have books 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. There is a flip through of book 6 on my channel, which is called Famous Monster Pieces. And in that book, Alan has horrified famous works of art, like sculptures and paintings. So he's done the Mona Lisa, and he did the Scream, and he did various works of Vincent van Gogh. Really fun book. So you can check that video out on the channel. So the book that I don't have, book 4, is Creature Feature. And that one features horror movies, horror movie scenes, horror movie characters. And I'm not really a horror movie fan or a horror movie buff. Most of the movies that are featured in that book I haven't seen or only saw snippets of. So that book really doesn't appeal to me. However, there are some illustrations that are in that book that I do like. So I'm really excited to see if they're going to be featured in this book. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get this book. So this book was $13.58 on Amazon, 20% off the regular price of $16.99. I don't know how long it's going to remain on sale. I also checked Target and it was $13.59, so basically same price. So if you think you might want to buy this book, it might be better to do so sooner rather than later, because I don't know how long it's going to be sold at the lower price. It is 188 pages, and it was published on October 3rd, 2023. So it's just about a week and a half old. It's a newborn. So I am really excited to have it. The size of the book is about 10 by 10. It says in the description it's 10 inches by 9.88. To me, that's basically 10 by 10. So it's a really nice size, not too big, not too small. So Alan's books always have this dust cover. So I'm actually going to take it off of the book. And then when I flip through it, it'll be easier. So the cover is beautiful. It is glossy, and it has this lovely red foiling on it that is really sparkly. Well, not sparkly, but shiny, I guess. And then the back of the book gives you a little blurb about the book. So it says, "You wanted the best, you got the best. In this special best of edition of the hit Beauty of Horror coloring series, award-winning creator Alan Robert hand-curated over 80 pages of his most popular illustrations to color. The artwork in this spine-tingling collection spans 6 volumes of the best-selling coloring books, so have no fear. Ghouliana groupies will get another chance to sink their fangs into their favorite designs while reimagining them in fun new ways. For Beauty of Horror newbies who have yet to take a stab, they will be immediately immersed into a twisted coloring experience like no other. This unique combination of comedy and carnage cannot be found anywhere else. Also included in this release are a handful of exclusive new designs, plus a bonus fold-out poster to color. So Ghouliana can haunt your walls when you're done. Love that. So inside you have the continuation on the left part of the front cover illustration, or I guess a flip side of it. And then on this side, you have a little blurb about Alan Robert. And then he always adds an illustration to color. I love this one. This is Ghouliana, the main character of the book. And I love this spiral background. This will be really pretty to color. Now, the only thing to consider is that this paper is very shiny. It has a gloss to it. So you will only be able to use certain supplies, probably markers, paint, colored pencils probably won't work. So what I did is I took a picture of this side of it, and I will print it out so I can color it and use whatever I want and not have to deal with the gloss. So just an idea for you if you have any of these books that you can do that. So here's the book itself. It has a black cover with red lettering. This is pretty par for the course for all of Alan's books. Here is the first one. So again, black cover with red printing. And then on the back, you have a very subtle image. This one has Ghouliana. So let's dive into the book. I have not looked through it yet, so I'm really excited to check it out with you. So here is the title page. This lettering is pretty standard in all of his books, and he always adds another image on the front cover so you can color it. I love that everything, all the pages in his books have something that you can color. So here we have the copyright page, and here's a little illustration of Ghouliana. This is actually from the cover. And then we have the This Book Belongs To page. Not really excited about spiders, but I can make this look really fun and bright and colorful, so it'll be okay. So pretty standard in Alan's books is that he adds a poem to open up the book, kind of tell you what it's about. So let me read the poem for you. The beauty, the horror, Ghouliana's best slaughters, all on display. How could you not adore her? Together with witches, werewolves, and devils, the spirits have reached the very highest levels. Color your heart out from corner to corner. Celebrate, desecrate, and join the destroyers. Vampires, zombies, killer clowns, and the dead. Pay homage to the greats and turn art on its head. No one is safe and no one is spared. When Ghouliana smiles, you should all be scared. Stay in the lines and feel the chill up your spine. After all, these are the best designs of all time. Oh, how awesome. So here we have a 1. So it appears that he is going to put all of the illustrations in order by book. So that is fantastic. So you know what book each of the illustrations came from. In many best of books, you don't have that. Millie Murata doesn't do that in hers. Hannah Carlson, she has sort of a best of book in Grains of Gold, and they're just all kind of mishmashed up in there, and you don't know what book each illustration comes from. So I really like this, that you will know what book each one comes from. And then if you don't already have the books and you like some of the illustrations that you're seeing, you might want to go buy the book. So great idea. I love these flowers with the little eyeballs in them. That should be fun to color. So here we go. So Here is the first illustration from book 1. I really like this illustration. This was one of my favorites. I have not started to color yet, but this is one that I definitely will color from book 1. So here's another one. This is not one of my favorites. I think for me, this takes horror to a level that I just don't really like. But it is a very popular illustration, and I've seen it lots of times on the various Facebook groups. So I know a lot of people have colored it and like this one. So here we have this wild tree. I have not colored this one yet, but I will definitely get to it. It's very cool. I've seen it colored in regular tree colors like browns and blacks and grays. I've also seen it colored in different colors. I've seen it in neon colors. I've seen it in bright colors, and it looks really cool all ways. So this is a fun one. So here we have a werewolf, and I actually have started this one in my book. So let me just show you what I've done with mine. So far I have the sky finished, but I used black Posca pen, chalk pastels to add some glow around the clouds, and then I used silver metallic marker and pink chalk pastel to color in the clouds and make them look kind of spooky and weird. And then I used colored pencils for the moon to make it a blood red moon. So I will be finishing this page at some point in the near future. I really like it. So next we have these mermaids, or what used to be mermaids, and then we have this bat page. This is kind of a wallpaper page. Alan does a lot of these in his books, so this is a cool one. I've not colored either one of these yet. I do have the background started on this one in my book, but it's just blue. I haven't done any shading or anything with it, so it's not really worth showing. So here's another one. I really like this one too. So you have this severed head in a jar being preserved. And I love how it contrasts with this really pretty wallpaper. So it'll be nice to have a second opportunity to color this one, to do the wallpaper in a different way, because there's so many things you can do with this wallpaper. You can do tone on tone, you can do opposite colors, you can do black and white. So I think I'm really excited to be able to choose a different way to color this. And here we have Guliana, not looking her best, although maybe that is her best, but she looks like she's sort of in a hippie outfit here. So this will be fun to color, like that one. I have not colored that one in the main book. These are some creepy ghoulies. Again, I have not started this page or this double page spread in my book yet. And then last but not least, we have this ship being attacked by a giant octopus. The only thing I've done on my page is added a blue background. It's just blue. I haven't done anything with it yet. So again, not really worth sharing, but I'm definitely going to be finishing that page at some point in the future. So now we get to book 2's illustrations, the favorites. So here we have a double page spread of a freaky doll, and this looks like a monkey skeleton, and this is Guliana's dog. And here we have, I think, a cat and a bird. So I've started this one in my book. So I used gelatos and some chalk pastel on top to kind of rough it up and make it look worn and weathered. And then I've just done some gel pen on the cage, and I have done the blood in Jelly Roll glaze pen, so it's a little bit raised. So that's all I have done for that one so far. This is one of my very favorite pages from the book, so I'm really excited this is included. I love Ouija boards, so I have seen a couple of these online, and they're just beautiful, and they're all different. So there's many different things you can do with this. I think I'm definitely going to use some purples on here, but what else I'm going to do, I'm not really sure. This one is a really popular image. I've seen this a lot too. I'm glad it was included. So here we have Juliana eating a rather frightening ice cream cone, if you can even call it that. So here's what I have done on mine so far. I just gave her some spooky sort of there but not really there eyes, and I did this background. I actually saw this background on someone else's colored page in the Facebook group. I'm not sure if it was the Beauty of Horror Facebook group or another one that I belong to, but I just loved it, so I decided to do it. So all I did was just draw some curvy lines vertically and horizontally, and then colored every other one black and white with Posca pen. So I really like how this background looks, and I am excited to color the illustration eventually. So here we have kind of a double page spread of some demonic animals. Maybe this is a demonic baby. So I've seen these done in really gorgeous, like just blacks, grays, and reds. So I might be doing these in that colorway, and I might choose something different in my main book. I'm not sure, but oh, it just looks exquisite. So here we have a pair of kissing ghoulies. So I have this page started. So this one I've just done with some pink and coral gelato so far. I'm probably going to add at least one other color in here, but I wanted the background to look kind of sweet, and then the main illustration can look really creepy and ghouly. So I think that'll be a nice contrast. And then we have our three skeleton kids that are dressed up for Halloween. I have colored this one, but I tried to find it. It fell out of my main book, so I don't really know where it is right now. So I probably have that on video in my first finished pages and works in progress video all the way back from when I first started my channel. So you might be able to see it there. But this was really fun. I really enjoyed coloring this page, and I really like how I did the background. I did gray, and then I used a stencil. It was kind of like a sort of like a florally pattern, and I did it with oranges, and it looks really, really cool. I really like this page. It'll be fun to do it again. So here we have portraits of Juliana and her friend. I'm not sure what his name is. I'm not sure if it's Giovanni or something to that effect. I'm not really sure. So this page, the Juliana page, I did color. So here's my rendition, at least my first rendition. So this is done with colored pencils and chalk pastels for the background. So I went for a really bright, fun Halloween look. I used Halloween colors, basically, purples, oranges, greens. And so in this one, I'm really excited to do it a different way and choose something, a different feel. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm probably going to do the frame in just one color or different tones of one color, or maybe make it look like silver. So we'll see, but I'm looking forward to doing that differently. So here we have a similar page to the one from the first one. So this one, so they kind of go together. So this is like the first step, and then now they've moved on. Again, this is not my favorite illustration. For me, this kind of horror is not what I like, so I'm not sure if I'll be coloring this page or not, and I haven't done it in my original book. And then this page I really like. This one is a nice simple page, and you can do a lot with it as far as the background and stuff. So this one I'm still working on. So I'm using, so far, chalk pastels, and there's marker on her dress just as a base. So I added the sky in, I added the moon. I wanted to do something that looked like there was a creepy mist or something, almost a force that was lifting her up out of the grave. So I am really enjoying this so far, and I'm looking forward to finishing the page and making it really creepy, continuing the creep factor on it. So I'm looking forward to having another opportunity to color that page and do something a little bit different with it. So now we get to book 3's illustrations. Book 3 is one of my favorites. It has a theme, and I really like that. It's called Haunted Playgrounds. So it's really fun. Really like this first page. I have started coloring it in my book, but I don't really have too much done on it. So I basically have the sign and the wings on this ghouly skeletal clown. I covered them with glitter pen, so they're really glittery and shiny. And I used the Jelly Roll glaze on this, so it kind of looks raised in 3D. So I did that on the fence as well. I used the black glaze, so it looks a little more 3D, like actual wrought iron. So I'm looking forward to finishing that page eventually. And then the next one is one of my favorites. I really like this page, and I have a lot of this done in my book. So this is done with pencils, gel pen, metallic markers. So a little bit of everything so far. So I will be finishing this. I don't have that much to go. I really don't know what I want to do with this. So I guess I'm kind of putting this page off. But again, I like this page, so I'm glad that I get another opportunity to color it differently. So here we have these creepy clowns. I have not done anything on this page other than coloring in the fence with a metallic gel pen. So not really worth showing you, but I really like this page. You can do a lot with these clowns. You can make them look really dark and creepy, or you can make them look more fun with bright colors, neons. I've seen this page or this double page spread colored both ways, and it looks awesome either way. So this page is one of my favorites in the book. I really love it, and I think it's so funny. And you have Juliana, her dog, and a couple of her friends in the bumper car ride. So all I have is the background basically done of this, but I think it's really cool. I used silver metallic pen to lay down a first layer on the floor. And then I added like chalk pastels and pencils and other pens on top to make it look scuffed and worn. I still have a little bit more to do on this. And then with the walls, I used different colors of pencil. I laid down a really pale sage green as the first layer, and then just used grays and blacks to just really scuff it up and make it look dirty and worn and haunted. So I'm really looking forward to finishing this page, and I'll probably add some more scuffs and marks to the floor and the ceiling, but I really like how it's looking so far. And then we have this sort of double page spread. We have the kids outside playing. I think this one's kind of funny with these skeleton monkeys on his back. I think that's funny. I think the background's kind of cool too. That'll be fun to color. You can do a lot with that. I know this is a really popular page. I've seen it a lot on the Facebook groups. So here we have the kids dunking the skeleton clown. He looks very excited to be going in. I think the liquid would be really fun to be colored as like acid, like bright green or something like that. So a lot of things you can do with this. I have not started coloring this page or this double page spread yet in my book. So this one, I've seen a lot of these around the Facebook groups as well. Really cool. So this looks like a really scary ride to me, but Guliana being of the dead really seems to like it. So this is going to be a really fun page to color. I've not started it yet, but I really like the opportunity to maybe do the water red for blood in one of these. So I think I will definitely do that either in this book or in mine. And then here we have this acrobat. I do have that one started. I don't know if I marked that one off in my book. I was doing her sort of leggings in, okay, here it is. I don't have much done, but I was doing her leggings in pink and orange. I thought that was a good contrast color, and it was really trying to make the colors darker and a lighter as the sort of tights stretch around her legs and move. So it's been fun to kind of create that movement and 3D-ness in these. So I will continue with that. And I'm excited to have another opportunity to color this page using different colors. Like I really wanted to use reds too. So I think I will use reds on this page. So now we come to book 4. This is the one that I don't have. This is Creature Feature. So I am looking forward to seeing what pages are in here. So we have some very angry, evil piranhas. And here we have our stars from Finding Nemo. So I think that is so funny. I have seen this page colored and it looks exquisite. Really, really cool, because you can make these really dark and demonic and then do these in their regular colors, the blues and the orange and the white, and it's just a really cool contrast. So I'm excited to color this page. So here we have Guliana. I think this is from, I'm not sure what movie it's from, but it's from a movie where there's this alien invasion and they inject people with this virus, and if you wear these special glasses, you can see what the world really looks like. And there's all these messages where you're supposed to obey, consume, multiply, submit. And I guess it's a really creepy movie. I've never seen it, but I like the illustration, actually. I like how Guliana's really large in this one, and these creepy guys, monsters are in her glass view. That's kind of cool. So here we have Chucky killing poor Woody. Oh, I am not a fan of Chucky, so not sure this one will be a page I color, or at least one right away. But it is kind of a cool page. It's kind of funny for poor Woody to be murdered by, taken out by Chucky. Oh, yes. So this is one that I wanted. Even though I don't like horror movies and I don't necessarily like all these characters, I just think this page is really cool. So here we have a theater full of all of these horror movie characters watching a movie. Kind of interesting to think about what they might be seeing. Who knows? Maybe they're seeing a movie that none of them are starring in. I don't know. But I really wanted to color this one. I've seen it colored. I have seen color with Claire's version, and hers is really cool. So I am so glad I get to color this one. I don't know if I know all the characters. I think this might be Lon Chaney as Dracula. This is, I think, the nun from The Conjuring. I think this is Werewolf. This is the monster from, might be A Thousand Leagues Under the Sea. I'm not really sure what that one is from. Here we have Michael Myers. We have Chucky. We have from, I can't remember. I might think of it. I think this one, I'm not really sure what this one is. We have Frankenstein. We have the guy from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Freddy, Ghostface. I think this is another person playing Dracula. We have, what is this guy's name? From Friday the 13th. And then, I'm not sure what this one is from. It's some sea monster. I don't know what movie that is from. Sorry, not being a horror movie buff, I don't know all these characters. I'm doing my best. But I think this page will be super fun to color, and I'm really excited to have this one. So here we have It in all his glory. It looks like there's some other movie references in here. It looks like this is Freddy's hand, and we have the hockey mask from Friday the 13th. So, and I actually like the border on this one because it has the planchette from the Ouija board. So that'll be kind of fun to color. And then we have, poor Carrie from the movie Carrie, after she has had the paint and everything falling, or actually I think it was pig's blood, wasn't it? I did not see the whole movie of Carrie, but after she's been dunked on, so poor thing. I think this one is from, I'm not sure which, I cannot remember the movie that this is from. I know it's a very famous movie. It's the one where her head turns around and, and she spurts all this green goo and stuff. I just cannot remember the name of it. Maybe I will remember as I go forward. But I think this is, and these are the priests that were trying to help her. I think that's the monster that was actually possessing her. So I think this is actually a fun scene, even though I really don't know the movie too well. Oh, I wanted this one. So here we have 4 of the most famous Dracula renditions up in front of a police lineup. I love this page, and I'm so excited I get to color it. I've really wanted it. So I'm not sure who everybody is. I think this is Christopher Lee. This one is, I think it's the guy, I can't remember his name, but it's the guy who played Voldemort in the Harry Potter series, I'm pretty sure. And then I think one of these is Lon Chaney. I know he's a very famous Dracula, and I'm not sure who the other one is. But, oh, this is going to be a super fun page to color, and I have seen it colored by a few colorists, and it looks really, really cool. So I am so excited to have this one. Thank you, Alan, for putting this one in this book. And then we have the last page from book 4, which is Guliana and a cat. I think this might be a reference to Pet Sematary by Stephen King. Again, I have not seen that movie, but I think it has something to do with a cat kind of coming back to life or being resurrected. I'm not really sure, but actually, this is sort of a cute page, except for the poor cat's guts being exposed. But I think this will be a fun page to color, so I like that one too. Now we get to book 5, which is all about previous stars. It's called Haunt of Fame, so it has lots of movie stars, actors, musical artists, just famous people. I love this book, so I'm really excited to see what pictures he's included from it. Okay, so here we have, oh, what are they called? Oh my gosh, I can almost hear a song that they have, that they sing. Can't remember their name. I might remember it, but they are a famous, very famous punk band from the late 60s, early 70s. And so this is a cool one. I really haven't started coloring this one in my book. I've only done the awning red. That's about it. Not worth showing. Oh, I'm glad this one's in. So this is the Golden Girls, otherwise known as the Golden Ghouls. So this will be fun. I think on one version, I would like to color their dresses the way they actually are. There's actually a photograph of them, of course, without the sign. And I'd like to do it realistic. And then I'm glad I have another one where I can color their dresses however I would like to. Like Blanche was really sassy, and so I could see her in like bright pink. And Dorothy was really boring with her clothes. So I could see that in a kind of a dull color. So I'm excited I get to do that. And then we have David Bowie. This looks really great colored. So many things you can do with it. I've seen people color it like in red, white, and blue, or lots of gold. So this is a really cool one. I have not colored this one yet in mine. So here we have Farrah Fawcett. Now I have colored this one in my book. So here she is. I had a lot of fun coloring this page. I used alcohol markers as a base, and then I layered colored pencils on top. And I really enjoyed this. It was kind of hard coloring it because she was so beautiful, and to have her be kind of zombified like this, it was sort of unsettling, but I really like how the page looks overall. And I did try to keep this realistic. If you look at the original photo / poster, this was like a Southwestern Santa Fe rug, and it's in these colors. And she did have a red suit on. So really, really like this page, and I'm excited I have another opportunity to color it. I think I will choose different colors this time and do it something totally different. Maybe give her a green bathing suit or something, not sure. So here we have Bob Ross, and he is painting something. I don't know, some kind of ghoul or something. So I've not colored this one yet in my book, but this is a cool one. Can do a lot with this. And then here we have Alex Trebek. And this game, instead of Jeopardy, is called Treachery. So I think that's kind of funny. And I love how one of the contestants is a dog. I love here that we have the categories of famous fiends, things I find in my soup, and deadly. Not sure what that other word is. But that's pretty funny. So this will be fun to color. I haven't started this one in my book. So here we have Freddie Mercury, and this is great. This is a really cool page. I've seen this a lot on the Facebook groups, and it looks absolutely gorgeous colored. I think he was wearing a yellow jacket, so it looks really, really cool. And then we have Marilyn Monroe. This is one of my favorite pages from the book, and I have colored this one already. And I'm super excited that I have another opportunity to color it, because I have seen some gorgeous renditions of this page online. So I am so glad I get to use some other ideas. But I pretty much threw everything at this. So colored pencils, gel pens, metallic markers, there's ink, there's a little bit of chalk pastel. So I really like how mine came out. I wanted it to be colorful and bright, because she was a really, just a wonderful character, and she really put herself out there, and so I wanted to do her justice. So I like mine, but I'm super excited. I did get to do another one and choose some different colors and do something different with the background. So here we have, oh, I cannot remember his name, reggae artist, very famous. So I think this one's pretty funny, because we have this plant in the background, which I'm sure you know what it is, but I'm a family-friendly channel, so I'm not going to say it. But I have not colored this one, but I think this one will be fun to color. And then the last one, yay, one of my favorite groups of all time is the Bee Gees, or as Alan calls them, the Heebie-Jeebies. So this one will be really fun to color. I think in this photograph, they're all wearing white. So it'll be nice to be able to have a second go and put them in some different colors. Maybe neons or Halloween colors. I think that'll be really fun to do. So far, I'm really, really pleased with the illustrations that are included in this best of book. Really happy. So now we have book 6, which is the last one, which is Famous Monster Pieces. So this one, I can tell you, this one is The Great Wave from Hakusai. I'm not sure if I'm saying that. Now, in my original book, I started coloring this, and I made the mistake of coloring the water with chalk pastels. And it is just smearing all over the place. I didn't seal it with a fixative because I wasn't quite sure if it would mess up the rest of the paper and make it harder for me to color it. So I don't know how I'm going to fix that one. So I'm really happy I get another chance. And when I color on this one, I'm not using chalk pastels. So just a hint. So this one is from that same movie. So here we have, and this one, these are This artwork is American Gothic by Grant Wood. So these have been intertwined with that movie that I don't know the name of, but the one where everybody has been turned into zombies and you have to obey and consume and reproduce and all of that. So I have just a tiny bit started on my original book. So I've done the background gray and I've started doing the skull, the hair. I've added blood with red glaze gel pen by Sakura. That's pretty much all I've done. So I'm still working on this page, still a work in progress. So here we have the girl with the pearl earring. I have pretty much finished this page in my book. So let me show you that. So this one is by Johan Vermeer. So this is mine. The only thing I have left to do is I want to put a little bit of either clear nail polish or sparkle pen on the earring to make it stand out a little bit. But otherwise, I'm done. I used colored pencils, gelatos, chalk pastels, gel pens, and metallic markers on this. Really like how she came out. I did not use the exact same color scheme from the original artwork. In the original artwork, this part is blue and then this part I think is like beige or cream. I'm not exactly sure what color her main dress is, but I just decided to go with some contrasting colors and colors that would look nice with the brown background. So I really like how she turned out. I'm really happy with that one. And I am glad that I get another opportunity to color it. I'll definitely do the background a different color and maybe make her look a little more Halloween-y, use like purples and oranges. So that'll be fun to have that opportunity to do. So this one is the Scream. I don't really have anything done on this one other than I just did the background black in Posca pen. So this is by Edvard Munch, the Scream. Very, very famous painting. There's been a lot of renditions of this page put online. I know Color with Claire did one, and hers is really, really cool. So I'm excited to have 2 opportunities to color this because I think this will look great, really colorful, kind of like the original artwork, but I also think this would look really neat in like black and white. So I might do one of them in that colorway. So this one, I actually have a bunch done on this one. So this one is The Card Players by Paul Cezanne. And this is mine so far. So I've outlined everything with black gel pen and I colored the drapery here and I did the background in like some olivey greens and the crosses in gold. So I am working on this one. I like how it looks so far, so I'm excited to get to color the characters. So I'm excited to have another opportunity to color this one. So this one is, this one cracks me up. So let me see if I can find the one that I am working on. I have started this one. I only have the background done on it. I thought I marked it. Okay, I did. So this one is Venus by Alexandros Antioch. And this one is David's Michelangelo. So I love how we have the censored and nothing to see here. I think this was a little nod to the controversy that happened. I can't remember what state, but some parent complained about their children going to an art museum and seeing Michelangelo. So I love that. I love that there's humor in these books and it makes horror funny. And that's what I really, really enjoy. I like the more humorous side of horror rather than the gory, disgusting, gross side of horror. So here is what I have done with mine so far. Like I said, I only really have the background done. But I wanted to do kind of Halloween colors. So I used chalk pastels to make this purple and green background. So I think this is a really fun background. I plan on coloring everything as a statue. So there's going to be a lot of grays in here. So I think the kind of bright colored background will be a really nice contrast, but I'm looking forward to finishing these 2 pages. They just crack me up every time I look at them. Okay, and then this one. So this one is kind of playing homage to Beetlejuice. There's a weird character in Beetlejuice, the movie, that has this big collar. And the artwork is Woman with a Buff Collar, or it's either buff or rough collar, by Rembrandt. So all I have done so far in this one, is I've just done the background. So I used a light lilac gelato for the background, and then I used some purple colored pencils to fill in the rest. So that's all I've done with that one. I think this one's hilarious. I think I really like that one, and I'm glad I'm going to have another opportunity to color it with different colors. So here we have the Mona Lisa by Da Vinci. So this is what I've done so far. So I just have the frame done, and I use colored pencils to make gold. I used a little bit of gold gel pen, and then the background is gelato, so I used some browns, grays, and red for the base. And then I added the dripping blood. I hope you can see that. I added the dripping blood with the red Sakura Jelly Roll glaze pen. So I really like how that looks. I'm probably going to add drips onto a lot of these pages. I just think it's kind of a cool look. So I'm looking forward to being able to color that one again. So here's another homage to horror movies. I definitely get the sense that Alan Robert likes horror movies. So a lot of the same characters in this one as are in the movie scene one, the movie theater one. So here we have Michael Myers, Juliana, we have Ghostface, we have Jason, that's the guy's name from Friday the 13th. We have Pinhead, we have Freddy, we have the guy from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't know if that guy actually has a name. We have Chucky, and we have It. So again, I don't love these characters or these movies, but I think putting them in the Washington picture, Washington crossing the Delaware, I think is just hilarious. So I have started this, and as you can see, my book has fallen apart, so I'm sorry about that. So I have just done the background. So I've used chalk pastels to make different gradations of gray. And then I wanted the clouds to look really freaky and spooky because it's sort of weird to have all these characters together in one place. So I did some greens on here. So I like the way the background looks so far, and I'm looking forward to getting into the characters. And I am glad to have another opportunity to color this one. I can do something totally different with the sky, which I think will be really fun. And that is it. So here we have a page that shows all of the books in the Beauty of Horror universe. And then next we have the poster. So this looks to me like a double-sided poster. So let me move this over. So hopefully you can see this. So this says the Beauty of Horror on the bottom, and it shows Juliana enjoying, looks like a movie, or she's watching TV. I think these are seats in a theater, and she's having some really creepy snacks, and it looks like she has a buddy that is helping her. So this is a very cool poster. And then let me show you the other side. So the other side, again, I hope you can see most of it. So here we have a creepy creature with hands coming out of his eyeballs or his eye sockets. And we have Juliana very excitedly jumping in his mouth. So again, really cool illustration as well. So this is a new feature. Alan has never put a poster in his books before. So I really like that. I think that's really cool. And that is the end of the book. So I hope you enjoy this. As you can tell, I'm really excited about it. Really happy to have the opportunity to color these pages again and do something different. Love this series. Highly recommend it if you're looking for something different to add to your stash of coloring books and just to get out of doing things realistically. So with these, you can do whatever you want, go crazy, and I really like that. So highly recommend this book. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a very fabulous and crafty day.